heads up. I'm just gonna quick do some of the necessary editing to the live stream, like adding the thumbnail now, and then we'll be all set to go. Okay, I am now all set to go. Basically, and we start. Okay, that was gonna kick me out for a second. So there have already been a few large tornadoes confirmed earlier in the day, not to mention last night. I'm seeing Poplar Bluff, Missouri, for example, had one. So what we've got going on, so real quick, these pink dots, these are all storm chasers, and so as you can tell, there are quite a few of these storm chasers congregating around this storm to the south of Meridian in Mississippi. Let's take a look at the radar. The rotation, or at least on the base velocity, is appearing quite nearly as impressive as earlier, but I'm gonna quick check the storm relative mean velocity. Yeah, okay, yep, it's still there. The rotation's still there. Let me quick check on this tornado warning, see what going on. Okay, so weather spotters have confirmed tornadoes is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. So 4:18 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Orange or 15 miles west of Whitman, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So, looking at the radar, I can tell you two things, and that being one, that the rotation's definitely still there, but two, where the tornado is occurring, which is right just to the southwest of Stonewall and Enterprise, Mississippi. You need to be gaining your safe place now. It's completely wrapped in rain, so you may not be able to see except at close range. So do not wait for a visual and or um audible confirmation. Just go to the most interior room of the lowest floor of your building if you don't have a basement. Otherwise, if you have a basement, I would highly recommend that. But knowing you guys in the southeast with your high water table, most of you guys probably will not, unfortunately. Let's take a quick look at the fire warning for Laurel, Ellisville, Mississippi. Let's take a look at this. At the radar. Okay, so seeing some rotation there again, some more chasers over here. Let's see if we've got a confirmed tornado tag on this warning. Okay, just radar indicated. So at the moment, no, shoot, wrong button. At the moment, no confirmed tornado on the ground, but that's at the moment. That can change very quickly. I know there was a radar confirmed tornado to the northwest of Tuscaloosa earlier, so I wanna okay, so it's definitely moved since the last time I folks got busy with the stream and all. Okay, so still tornado warned, despite the cell physically weakening, or at least this particular one. Okay. Oh, okay, that is actually some pretty strong rotation over there. So Paris, Cordova, Dora, Summerton in Alabama, you need to be getting to your safe place now. This is moving very quickly. Cordova, this was okay. So you have about 5-10 minutes heads up. So I would take shelter now. Otherwise, county wise, if you're in Eastern Walker County and head to Coleman County, this is going right for you. Let's see if I can see if there's a debris ball on or debris signature on this because that is some pretty strong rotation on space velocity. Um, not really seeing too much of anything, but then again, this radar is quite decent distance away. Let's see here. So let's see if we have a confirmed tag on this morning here. Okay, so yep, radar confirmed tornado, which was located to the southwest of Cordova, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So still fairly fast moving. And once again, with pretty much everything that's going to be happening today, it's either rain wrapped or you might be able to see a bit better with this cell, but I still wouldn't leave things to chance with this one. So let me quick head on back. Seems like there's a bit of a overall lull in the severity, but that's for now. This is going to be lasting well into the nighttime hours. This is not going to be a short duration sort of thing. So yeah, okay. It's like we've got a refresh on this radar. Ooh. Oh, that's why. Got confused for a second. Okay, switch her up. Okay, so again, let's get a look. So Stonewall Enterprise is in the path of this. Otherwise, let's see if there's any other smaller communities that show up on here. Otherwise, it looks like nothing too much until Cuba and Alabama. This will be passing to the south and east of Meridian and Timsuba in Mississippi. County wise, this will be going through the north central portion of Clark and the southeast portion of Lauderdale. Quite a few tasers on this thing, so see how long this thing can persist. In terms of what we've got going on, there is still a high risk of severe weather by the Storm Prediction Center, which the last one we had was last year, May 6th. And that one did end up within EF4, and that was in Barnsdall in Oklahoma. Okay, let's see if we've got any questions. Yes, Jaden, today will indeed be crazy, and it already has. Some preliminary reports I've seen. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can. Let's try to pop up some of those storm reports. Gonna quick hop on to storm report live. The radar just kind of in the background. Okay, so there was another tornado report made in Tuscaloosa County. Let's check that one out. So okay. Okay. 3 miles northwest to the northwest of Elrod in Tuscaloosa County in Alabama. Numerous trees snapped, a few trees uprooted, at least one house with roof damage. And then it was spotter confirmed um sighting. Otherwise, um so at least from what this report would suggest, that's EF1, EF2. Depends on the house, so how it was built. If it was a single residence wood frame house, or for some well constructed multi-story um brick home. Welcome back, Raymond. A lot of dust here in Wisconsin. As a matter of fact, found my car covered in dust from the rain that we've been getting. Some dust all over the vehicles because what you had happen was as the low pressure system very rapidly intensified. You had a very tight pressure gradient set up, and you had near hurricane force wind gusts. And this was just due to the barometric pressure, not thunderstorms, although there were some wind gusts that's me. But a whole lot of the dust was not from the thunderstorm activity, but rather from the pressure gradient. I have some screenshots of the satellite imagery. Pretty impressive to say the least. Okay, let's get back to the radar. Okay, another refresh. Refreshes are the best in times like this. So this being from 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So looks like that the rotation has regained itself a bit. It's not good. Let's check out storm relative wind velocity. Ooh, definitely still there. Check correlation coefficient. So it's a little confusing because there's some hail, and obviously you have your radar beam with it being at such a long distance away. You're inevitably gonna get random clutter that'll interfere with it, but otherwise that could be the debris signature. But again, remember it's gonna be wrapped in rain. You will not be able to see except at a close range. I don't know if the spotter locations are just being slow to update or if the storm chasers are really falling that far behind the thing, but or who knows, they probably encountered some significant damage out there dealing with search and rescue. That unfortunately may be a common thing with today. Last night certainly was. By the way, real quick, if you haven't seen Kryptonite Weather's stream, I guess, so while he was chasing it, I think it was Illinois, he not only dealt with 2-inch hail, which caused a few deaths in his vehicle, but he hit a tree that was in the road at one point. So some crazy stuff to say the least. And as a chaser, I hope I do not encounter yet. Okay, so let's quick check out this cell near Laurel, Mississippi. Okay, rotation now pretty much over Laurel, and Laurel's pretty decent size to say the least. So it is not good. There's also Mississippi, which if you remember the Easter tornado outbreak in 2020, 2 mile wide tornado that went through there. I still remember that day as it was happening. Now, luckily, at least from what I can tell, we haven't had any of that yet, but soon. Okay, that has got to be a tornado that pretty signature. Let me make sure it's still saying just capable of producing moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. That is insanely fast. Okay, let me look at radar again. That could just be hail though, remember, but considering that it is also right where that rotation is, and there are quite a few structures in the way, I would not be that surprised if something is on the ground. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this in the time being. Sandersville and southwards near Shibuya, in Mississippi, you should take shelter. I mean, as a matter of fact, if you're in a warning in general, just take shelter as James Spann down towards your guys' way would say respect the polygon. Yeah, honestly, the wind has underperformed it. Like, it's breezy, but it's not 40, 50 on our wind gusts either. Like, our wind advisor is saying still did see a couple twigs and small branches now, but I've seen more this year. As a matter of fact, that snowstorm we got last Wednesday, produced quite a lot of tree damage. I'm gonna upload those clips at some point or another. And we have another possible snowstorm, next midweek that I'm tracking up here in Wisconsin and into Michigan. Hope it doesn't happen. It's been besides the occasional rain and lots of dust, making the air quality sucky. It's been a pretty pleasant day. Okay. Um, there was 7 miles west of Tylertown in Walhall County, Mississippi, damage to a mobile home park, which they do suspect was tornadic related, which is never good. Um, Mobile homes are amongst the weakest structures out there besides your outbuildings like machine sheds, farms, any other poorly anchored and built structures like that because the material used to make your standard mobile home is pretty lightweight plywood and whatnot. So, I mean, as a matter of fact, most recent tornado related fatality near me was a mobile home related fatality, and that was in 2011. Resolve a high end EF1. Okay. The radar. Okay. So it does look like these storms are starting to organize a bit more, which for the short term tornado wise is actually a good thing because when storms organize for the most part, not completely, but for the most part, your tornado threat then starts going down because then unless you get a June 7th, 2007 setup, then what you have happen is that then you're gonna have more of an emphasis on outflow gust fronts and downbursts, and those naturally are a tornado killer. Who knows though, especially with all of the inflow feeding into the storm, this could take advantage of it too. Quite a bit of showers moving in, which showers and weak thunderstorms moving in. Another look at velocity. I'm seeing continuous signs, or at least from this specific radar site, that the rotation is weakening with this cell now starting to move into Lauderdale County in Mississippi. I'm gonna jump to the Alabama cell because that one was looking pretty mean. and it still is. Um, so currently in East Central Walker County, this is moving to the northeast at about 45, 50 miles per hour. Decently fast moving to say the least. This will pass to the east of Jasper, and it's just to the south of Cordova. Um, Otherwise, Smoke Rise, Hayden, Garden City in Alabama, and in southeast Coleman County, north or correct myself, west central Blount County should take shelter immediately. Um, it's still some pretty strong location with this cell. Let me look at the some relative mean velocity, which is better for detecting rotation. Although this radar site hasn't been working all day, so it's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Could be a little debris ball on reflectivity. Let me see if we've got a confirmed tag. This one. So, yep. Um, Confirmed tornado was on the ground near Cordova, moving northeast now at 55 miles per hour. The storm's picking up steam, which means that the RFD is starting to kick in a bit more too, which helps with the process of tornado genesis. Check correlation position. This will tell. Oh, yep. And as a matter of fact, there it is. Um, Nothing too significant, but that is a little debris signature. So and this was from earlier. So again, south and east of Cordova, you need to be going to your safe spot now. Mobile homes are horrendous places to seek shelter in. Do not go underneath overpasses. And if you're in a vehicle, if you can go over, like you can't outrun the tornado, you know you can't, then find a ditch if you can. Otherwise, absolute last resort, just tuck your head um beneath the windows and put your hands over your head because most deaths in vehicles are either due to debris or sometimes people don't protect the head and neck enough, and vehicles tend to have an awful tendency of being bounced around. They get lofted, and that can result in severe head and neck injury. So, okay, new tornado warning just issued for eastern Coleman County. Okay. Tornado warning for central Coleman County, north central Alabama until 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:44 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm with a history of producing a tornado was located over Lynch Park or near Cordova, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Has a tornado with border-sized hail. This is radar indicated rotation. Danger storm will be near Dodge City around 5:05 p.m. Good Hope and Hansville around 5:10. Coleman around 5:15, and Holly Pond around 5:25. And other locations do include Phelan, Walter, Wilmern, Freeman, Arkadelphia, Baileyton, Black Bottom, Colony, Garden City, and Smith Lake. So take cover. Have multiple ways to receive alerts if you don't already. Okay, 6:38. Oh, and we do have a um, new tornado warned storm now. Um, Again for northwest Tuscaloosa County. This storm that's now passing to the east of Jasper, Alabama. It was on the ground in northwest Tuscaloosa County earlier, and there was a confirmed report of downed trees and a couple homes without roofs. So this is a very dangerous situation. Let's check this out. Another large tornado. Okay, so particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. This was located near Gordo, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour, and this is a radar indicated threat. Let's check out real quick the structure of who's up the line from this. That that is drawn rotation. Northeast Pickens County, Gordo. You're directing the path of this. Either that or it goes just to the north, but Gordo, people in Gordo just take shelter immediately. Let's try to find another Barry, Alabama. This should pass to your east at the moment, but I would still seek shelter just in case because these storms do also have a tendency of doing slight turns to the northeast. So I would just play it safe and seek shelter. Otherwise, looks like no significantly large towns or anything like that in the path of this. But counties wise, north if you're in Northeast Pickens County and into northwestern third of Tuscaloosa County and headed towards the Walker County direction, just seek shelter immediately. This will track really close to where the now current Walker County cell is currently at. Let's see if we have any questions in chat. Um, it's like all of it's calm on the chat. Yeah, and there are storm chasers on this too, so good thing that because then we can also get if they can see it because remember these are completely wrapped in rain. You will not be able to see them except maybe at close range, and that is never good for fortunately, there are a lot of people who will try to whether it be for visual confirmation or, "Oh, I wanna see it." Because, I mean, come on, who doesn't? But these are really fast moving cells, so fortunately, you don't have the luxury to do that, especially if you're in a heavily, um, dense, forest. Mix up there. Let's check out rotation and the cell now in Lauderdale County, Mississippi. It is there. Let's see here. So Temsuba, this is going to be passing to your south and east. Cuba, Alabama, though, you're pretty much directly in the path of it. So Cuba and York, headed into central Sumter County in Alabama. Take shelter immediately. Take shelter immediately. This is still some strong rotation and earlier had a confirmed tornado on the ground. Let's see if we can find any debris in this. Be it, but again, that could also be hail. Good way to figure out is to check multiple radar sites. Get the okay, I just got the best and that is a huge debris ball. Gordo, it's already over you. Um, oh gosh, that is huge. Um, that is not something you want to see ever. Oakman, Parrish, Cordova, take shelter. If you haven't already, because of that first storm, this second tornado moving through, that is on the ground. That when you get that shading, um, fortunately it is hitting structures. So that's roofing, vinyl siding, sheet metal, tree branches, just anything this thing's hitting and throwing in there. I still throw a little quick fact in there, is that on average, at least, only about 10% of all the debris actually is lofted into the air and carries some distance. The rest of it just simply stays on the ground, either just rolls around or gets shredded. So that is definitely on the ground. Okay, rotation. Okay, yep, a strong rotation. Okay, quick checkup on Coleman. Now moving into Coleman County already. That's the thing about these storms, they're just moving so dang fast, unfortunately. Um, ranging between 45 to 55 mile an hour, forward propagation. That might be it. Um, I think that's it. That might be debris signature, but that could just be clutter from this is in the path of a intensified radar ray. So let me look. If that mine's so bright with the rotation. Yeah, hard to tell from the specific radar site. Okay, I'm gonna remember where exactly it was. Let's switch real quick. That's the same area. I think that's the debris signature. That has to be. I mean, that's the literal exact same place. Let's check out the warrant. Yep. Okay, confirmed tornado was on the ground located near 0 or near meridian moving northeast at 55. This is a weather spotter confirmed tornado. So storm chasers and weather spotters, they are seeing this on the ground. Let's get an idea of the straight line indicator on this. Cuba, York, Livingston, you're pretty much directly or near directly in the path of this tornado. Tumbumba and Mississippi, this could be going to your south. Um, if you're in Sumter County, but in particular Central, take shelter now. This is definitely underground, and that debris signature I've seen, that radar beam for reference is about 20,000 plus feet of ground at that point, and it's detecting the debris. So it's definitely not your average EF0, EF1 tornado, unfortunately. Let's check out the chat if we got anything. I think it's still not the way it's good. Okay, gonna take a quick break here and gonna post an update onto my community tab. Um, for those that might not be able to watch the stream because internet will be going out too in places. Okay, I'm back. Just had to put a thing on my community tab regarding that confirmed tornado that was currently over Gordon, Alabama. I'm gonna continue to look frequently for any updates because that was a large debris ball on radar. But also, um, there is one to the east of Meridian in Mississippi, so gonna keep an eye on that too. Okay, let's see what we've got going on now. Okay, so still strong rotation in Northeast Pickens County, and it has looks like it did end up going just to the north or scrape the northern portions of Goro, Alabama. Um, Barry, Alabama, though, looks to be directly in its path. So if you live in Barry, northwest Tuscaloosa County, and into the southeast third of Fayette or Fayette County, take shelter immediately. This is on the ground still, and it is going to be rain wrapped, so it will be at the very least really difficult to see the thing, especially from a distance. Let's check out correlation coefficient. Okay, so yep, definitely still on the ground. That debris ball. That's a lot of debris being flung high into the air, which is never something you want to see. An angle, different angle on this. This was the radar that was really picking up good. Yep, and there it is. That debris ball's still large, and that could be a second one. That could be separate circulation. Let me see if the tornado warning points out. Otherwise, this could just also be various clutter. So again, tornado warning is in effect for northwestern Tuscaloosa County, west central Alabama into eastern Fayette County and west central Alabama, 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located correction, near Gordo, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And this is a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. We have seen quite a few of those already today and last night. Hazard damaging tornado. This is a radar confirmed threat. The locations include Stonewall, Whitson, Bowley Springs, Bankston, Moores Bridge, Barry, Windham Springs, Samantha, Fayette County, Public Lake, New Lexington, Wiley, Ecolot, and Binion, Creek Landing. Sorry if I butchered some of those pronunciations there. Okay, let's check out the cell now moving into Coleman County. Gonna switch back to the Birmingham radar. So still quite good inflow band on that. So this could continue on for some time yet. Still some good rotation. This will be going to the south and east of Good Hope and Coleman. Alabama, Hansville, you better seek shelter. This looks like it's coming pretty close to your direction. Garden City, Dodge City, I would advise that too. Holly Pond, especially. Take shelter. For any debris balls. And that would appear to be it over there. Bit of a signal, so something there. So again, if you're in the east half of Coleman County, just take cover immediately. Southeast half of Coleman County. And Marshall County, looks like you're up next. Maybe even Tiny Sliver Blount. Um, Otherwise, the south still in northwest, and well, now moving into north central Tuscaloosa County. Let's take a look at the radar again. Seems like the rotation has weakened, thankfully, for the moment with this, though, but I would still seek shelter. a quick bounce on back down towards Meridian, Mississippi, where there was a big debris ball earlier. Still no new updated tornado warning, so who knows? It is unfortunately getting pretty far away from the radar. Let me see if Birmingham is picking up pretty good. So, yeah, same story. But for the sake of it coming towards this radar, I'm gonna stick with this one. Check out. Or wait, this one's the one without the working storm relative velocity, of course. That's the correlation coefficient. See if it pops up anything. Check out this 21 here. So at 4:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which was now 13 minutes ago, a confirmed tornado was located near Tumsunga, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. That is pretty fast. Hazard damaging tornado. This is a weather spotter confirmed threat. This tornado will be near Tamola, Tumsumba, Kiwani, and Lauderdale around 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So seek shelter immediately. Let's get a straight line indicator on where this will be coming up next. So York, Livingston, basically Central Sumter County in Alabama. You better seek safe shelter. There are traffic cameras in Sumter County. I know, so I'm gonna pull one up and see if it's picking up anything. Okay, only one. It's on US 11 at Alabama 17th. We tried to find where that is for reference. Well, Chevron gas station. Pretty breezy where it's at and raining, so it's close to the trail site. Let me see where US 11 and Alabama 17 meet up. Let's see where exactly that reference. There's a camera there. Unfortunately, there's not really sky view of it. It's just mostly ground view, but still helpful. Okay. Meanwhile, looks like the wind's starting to pick up once again. Getting pretty breezy over here. Wisconsin residents for our reference. So yeah, sure, we're not quite getting the winds that Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas were having, which was crazy, but yeah, still looking to be on the breezy side of things. Okay. I'm gonna find Chevron gas stations in Sumter County in Alabama. Okay. That's why okay. Whoops. I was wondering what was going on with this thing. It it put me in Virginia for whatever reason, despite me playing Alabama 17th. And um let me look again. Yeah, US 11, Alabama 17th. I put that in, put me in Virginia. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Okay. I did find okay, I found it. This is in the town of York, which is directly in the path of this radar indicator rotation. So I'm gonna wait, pop up the camera. It is currently experiencing the effects of that storm now. So I'll quick switch this back over to reflectivity, put it to scale. So here's York. The rotation really close to it now. So I'm gonna quick pull it off the camera. Okay, here we go. So here's a traffic camera from Algal traffic camera. So there's that Chevron um gas station, um something here. I don't recognize that. I'm not a resident, but as you can tell, it's rained heavily. There is lightning. If I'm still watching. So far though, can't really tell if there's anything tornado going on just because again, there's not really too good of a view, but Chevron silver there. So this is actually moving. This is facing about east northeast, so away from any possible tornado. Let me, in the meantime, try to get other angles going. It does look like the thing is running pretty slow. Unfortunately, I am having to use a hotspot because with the wind, our power flickered at one point, and that knocked out the internet. So I'm having to rely on a mobile hotspot. So I do apologize for the really laggy stream. It's still watching. I don't like that pops up pretty frequently, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna quick examine the radar once again. Okay, so over York, that rotation looks like it'll be passing just to the north. So fortunately, that is the only traffic camera, at least with that particular site that's in Sumter County. So I'll have to wait for it to probably reach near Demopolis, Alabama, although the current track could be out of visible range. Unless some camera could look through the rain like an X-ray. Cases are following that storm, so I do something. By the way, the tornado warned storm that is headed into York, Alabama, it no longer has that weather fire confirmed tornado tag. So now it's just a radar indicator, but there is no tornado warning for Sumter County, so they've probably let it go. But let's quick in the meantime jump back to Northwest Tuscaloosa County. And still watching. Yeah, nothing too much going on with this camera, so I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back to the radar. Okay. There we go. Okay, back to the radar. And okay, let's get going. So, tornado warning for northwestern Tuscaloosa County into southeastern Fayette County. Let's try to get an idea of this warning text. Okay, so at 5:02 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located 7 miles southeast of Ashcraft Corner or 10 miles northeast of Gordle, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour, and this is a confirmed tornado. Okay, let's check that out. See what's the radar. So base velocity, there's like pretty much not any rotation. Again, this is the base velocity, but unfortunately, some relative velocity reason does not work on this particular radar site. So, um, there's that. Otherwise, Coleman County is still going strong. It's gonna again, it's gonna pass to the east of Good Hope in Alabama. Hampton is gonna be pretty close, or just go just as north and west. Otherwise, Holly Pond, Fairview, Baileyton, and Joppa in Alabama. You're just it's up for you guys. You guys have between 5 and 20 minutes heads up for the check out the warning text. So 5:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Severe thunderstorm with a history-producing tornado was located over Dodge City, or 10 miles south of Coleman, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And this is tornado course size hail. Radar indicated threat. Oh, okay. New update. It is now currently to the east of Good Hope, Alabama. So in this case, it's clash between the brown and yellow shadings. That's where that rotation would be because it's this coloring shade because it is moving away from the radar now. I'm gonna move on to the Huntsville radar site since it is moving in this. I am just hoping that it's loading really slow because this radar site does not work. That would be bad. Okay, it's not showing rotation at all though. This particular radar site. Well, there is rotation though. So let's check the relative mean velocity. Or not. Something about Alabama radars and no storm relative mean velocity. That that is actually annoying, to say the least. So rotation wise, it'll be right here. Again, moving towards Holly Pond, Arab, Joppa. You guys are in the path of this thing, so take shelter immediately. Because these storms are moving fast and they are rapidly raining. So at the very least, it will be pretty difficult to see. Let me try to get Coleman cameras up. Okay. That must have just happened because where are you? I know stream's running a bit behind, but stream just kicked out my radar. Don't know what's going on with that. Or no, it's still showing up. Never mind. It's still showing up, but or no, never mind. It is just uh first world problems. Okay. I gotta figure out what's going on with this. Come on. Sorry. I think it just lost its will to work. Let me see if I can get it back in action again. I have to end the stream real soon though with how bad the internet's been. Okay, there we go. There we go. I am sharing my screen. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to find any cameras in Coleman. Okay, WBRC. I'm gonna quick screen share this. Jasper, which had that rotation go through not even that long ago at all. Let me look again real quick where that's for reference. Um, yeah, Jasper. If I'm seeing this right, it's not video, but that might be a wall cloud. Let me quick um share the screen. I'm gonna take a screenshot for historical reference because I'm seeing this right. That is a wall cloud. But unfortunately, the cloud deck's so low that if there was a plane on the ground, I cannot see it. Let's see here. Hmm, Switch screen. Okay, check this out. So right here, so I'm seeing it right. So you have the mesocyclone here, then that would be the wall cloud that's lowering into cloud. That would be that um inflow band, but again, it's only a um picture, I guess you could call it. So I cannot confirm with motion whether or not, but considering that this does look like it is pointing at a southerly, easterly direction based on the lighting differences and all, I think that is the wall cloud. So definitely something there. There's one in Coleman, but you can't really see anything there. Let's see if there are any reform. Let's see. Yeah, nothing too much of anything. But then again, that banner's not helping. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna quick see if there are any other cameras, but Jasper by the Sanders Aviation Low Airport, that's most likely a wall cloud. So that in combination to that radar confirmed threat, I'm gonna call it that there is definitely um rotation on the cell. So again, this is now in currently in Coleman County, going to the east of Coleman. And it did have a history of having a confirmed tornado on the ground earlier. So I'm gonna switch right on back to the radar here. I cannot believe that. I just wish there was video and not just the screen. I guess you could call it screen capture because I want to see for sure like there was any rotation with it, but I'm pretty sure that's a wall cloud, especially with what we got going on. Okay, switching back to the radar now. So again, gonna click over radar, and then I'm gonna try to find more cameras in the vicinity of Coleman, Arab, because this is going right for Arab. Um, again, check out rotation. So there it is now. Um, straight east of Coleman. Um, along whatever highway this would be. This should now it looks like it'll go decent distance to the west of Holly Pond, but Baileyton, Joppa, and Arab, you got it. In Union Grove, you got to seek go in your safe place immediately. Alright, there is a new severe thunderstorm warning with the cell. Um, check out the text here. And I think so. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to radar. I'd rather not crash out the plane right now. So, again, Arab, Joppa, Union Grove and headed into central, western, and northern Marshall County. Get into your safe place immediately. This storm has had a history of producing tornadoes, and I just looked at a shot, which for reference, Jasper is over here in central Walker County. So we've been over there like probably half hour earlier based on how fast it's moving. And that camera, if I'm seeing it right now, was definitely a wall cloud. And so if you don't know what it is, it hosts tornadoes. That's what helps foster tornado growth. And it kicked the radar out again. I don't know if it has to do with the hotspot thing or what, but this is probably why, especially when summer season rolls around, and I don't think I'll ever live stream the chases because of how frustrating it's proving to be. Um, okay, get back up there once again. It was going fine for a while until now. Now all of a sudden it wants to have issues. Still acting up. Um, There we go. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna, in the meantime, try to find other cameras near Coleman. Okay, well, so I'll just quick mute myself in the time being. And this is perfect. I found a camera in Guntersville in Alabama, which now it does look like this tornado will go quite possibly too far out of visible reach to the west of Garnesville, but just in case, I'm gonna keep that camera up and go in the background until I see something interesting. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to figure out what direction this is looking at. Looks like it's looking down some sort of river, possible reservoir or a dam if there's a dam up there, but that could just be due to their mountainous, well, the hilly features they got going because once you start going that portion of northern Alabama, then you have varying terrain because that's the beginning of the Appalachian Mountains over there. Um, where's let's see here. Not too much going on. I'm gonna click and see if Reed Timmer has anything up. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to show anything. If he does end up seeing something, but I can relay to you if he is. Once again, everything is slow as heck. In the meantime, though, it looks like the winds really died down, which is pretty funny. We've got darker clouds rolling in all of a sudden. The wind got it's not still outside per se, but it's a lot calmer. Okay. You're gonna hear click. I'm just taking a picture by the camera of the clouds. Pretty cool looking. Uh-oh. Okay, read Timmer's stream. It looks like he just has. Um, okay, he's on the Meridian Supercell, but there's no image right now. It's just Dominator YouTube members, sort of thing. So nothing too exciting going on. Let me quick check out the Guntersville. Can we make sure I haven't missed anything? Everything's being really slow right now. I'll just end it here because everything just keeps crashing, honestly. Um, looks like everyone else is on everyone else's stream, so and it is calming down for a bit for the moment. So if it kicks back up again, I will go live again. But otherwise, for the time being, I might as well just take a little break. So possibly see you on this stream. Otherwise, I am gonna be going back for guest making. I don't know about tonight, but I know I'm gonna shoot for tomorrow night at the very least because I won't have to really go to bed early for work because I work this weekend early morning to early afternoon. So yeah. Well, catch you soon possibly. Otherwise, at the very least, catch you tomorrow.